You ever find one of those movies that you like see it's like on demand or something, like whether you rent or buy it and you go, yeah, I'm gonna get some popcorn and just watch it, even if it's bad, I bet I'll have fun. Recently, I watched Hypnotic. If you remember from a couple months ago, in the very first trailer roundup video that I put out, I mentioned this movie and I thought it looked cool, and then I forgot about it. And I had said, if I cover a movie in a trailer roundup video, I'm probably going to watch it and do a video on it. So here I am. It's not that I felt obliged to do it, I just remembered it. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll watch that. This movie was written and directed by Robert Rodriguez, or I should say now as like the Rodriguez family special, where multiple members of his family are involved as producers, even his kids. Pretty sure one of his kids did the score for this movie. I think one of his kids' names is Racer Max or something. That's a cool as hell name. Anyway, the script for this apparently has been written for about 20 years and he finally got the chance to make it. And on top of that, Ben Affleck is starring in the leading role in this after he just had a banner year with Air coming out and doing incredibly well. So either way, Ben Affleck plays this detective whose daughter went missing. I don't think they ever said how long ago it was. But yeah, Ben Affleck has a kid who's missing and he is like in therapy trying to recover from it. And on this latest heist that they're trying to break down, uh, there are hints of whoever is running, like whoever figured out this robbery of a bank, they have a connection to his missing daughter. So now he's got to go off and see like who this guy is and like how he knows his daughter. There's also another wrench thrown into this where the guy who may or may not have kidnapped Ben Affleck's daughter apparently has like mind control powers and like hypnotism, where they call it hypnotism in this movie, but the way they portray it, I don't think that's how hypnotism works, which is just kind of funny. If I'm being honest, this is just a Christopher Nolan movie. Like in concept it is, but I'm maybe just as a joke. Like I have in my notes, I bet that that I saw Tenet or some similar kind of movie and went, I can make that not only shorter, because this is a short movie, it's only 90 minutes, and also make it somehow more confusing than Tenet. And then he just went and did it. In terms of his other output this year, especially with directing and having like a supporting role in Air, and as well as not phoning it in The Flash, in my opinion, Ben Affleck is sleeping at the wheel here in this. I have no idea what's going on with him in this, and he just doesn't seem committed to any of it. He has like one like stone-faced expression for the entire movie, and I can never really figure out what kind of emotion he's having unless like someone else is responding to him. It's really weird. Alice Braga plays another Hypnotic in this, where just she's there. She's like essentially the main supporting role, probably the biggest character outside of Ben Affleck's character, which I can't remember his name. William Fichtner has a little bit of fun playing like, oh, the eccentric, weird mind control guy, and it's fun to watch him. Same with Jackie Earle Haley, who pops up for maybe one scene. It's just nice to see him. I guess a big thing for me is just that this kind of looks like a TV movie sometimes. It's just I don't know what kind of budget this had. Like whatever visual effects they have in this are actually okay, but like I don't know what kind of budget this had. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a massive budget or anything. But it just looks really bland, and just there's even when they do the hypnotic effect, at least later in the movie, they kind of warp the camera a little bit, and like what you see in the frame gets warped, which is a cool idea and concept, but it looks so corny in this movie. I will also say that some people will watch this and probably get like a so bad it's good feeling out of this. Like, but not that great acting and not that great effects. The very weird and confusing plot with just so many different plot twists added on top of each other, I can see what they're going for. It's just, I don't think this had a big enough budget to, like, come even close to working with it. I guess I'll end off with the fact that Robert Rodriguez has had a very weird career. Like, I've never really, like, sat and looked at what he's made, but he's got a pretty odd career trajectory with a lot of movies I like. A lot of them I don't really like that much. But it's now to the point where since he directed Alita Battle Angel, apparently Disney doesn't want him back for the sequel and wants James Cameron to direct it because of how successful Avatar has been, and pretty much James Cameron did everything but direct Alita Battle Angel. It just occurred to me that I don't really know what he's doing next. I'm gonna check that real quick. Okay, I just got hit with two pretty weird things. One, I did know there was a new Spy Kids movie coming out, but I didn't know Robert Rodriguez was pretty much doing a lot of things for it. The other thing is called 100 Years. It's coming out in 2115, so like 100 years from 2015. It says here it was filmed in 2015, and I guess it's just coming out in 100 years. Like it's not a joke. Like it's like John Malkovich is in it. It's very weird. I also just looked at the new Spy Kids movie, which I didn't really know anything about, and our good friend Zachary Levi is in this. Now that I said his name, I gotta play the clip.
When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay, ooh, I wanna be there in my city. Oh, oh.
Overall, I think Hypnotic was just something. You or maybe your parents are probably gonna find it on Netflix maybe 2 or 3 years from now, click on it and go and watch it and go, oh, that was fine. And then once the credits roll, they're never gonna think about it again. Just like I did. I think a 4 out of 10 is fine for Hypnotic. I feel like this could be in the crowd of so bad it's good, but it's actually to the point where I don't vividly remember anything that was so bad it was good, at least in my opinion. But who knows, it could land that way for you. Alright, have you seen Hypnotic? I feel like this kind of went under the radar for quite a few different reasons. Either way, let me know what you think of Hypnotic if you've seen it down in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. See ya!